Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people, that's W-O-R-I-M-I, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Right, this is 1-year-old lunch on my shirt. I'm not quite that decrepit in my old age, and to be honest, I do apologise for not being on earlier. It was a day and a half, starting last night with the kitten, Onyx, or Nix as we call her, deciding to have witching hour all night. So, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Anyhow, I've got my whiskey poured, and trust me, that's not all whiskey, that's water as well. Tempting. And let's get into some readings for today. I did wonder whether my guides had me delaying a little bit just in case something happened, but no, I just did a quick quick look at the latest news, and no, hasn't popped his clogs or anything along those lines. So what I did find interesting today, though, was I had looked at his, if you go to rollcall.com, and it has the Orange Twerp's public schedule. And yeah, so pretty much Thursday, your time, was closed, not having no press conference until about 2 p.m. May have already happened, where there is an executive order signing which has only pre-credentialed media allowed to have access, and then that's Thursday. Friday is nothing. And nothing at all on Saturday, and then Sunday there's about 5 different options for when he will be arriving back from having gone to Florida. So yeah, it's pretty much closed book at the moment, except for those pre-approved that he knows is going to do his bidding in regards to the media. So no, didn't pop his clogs. I was keeping an eye on last night. Every time the kitten raced in, jumped on the bed, bit me on the feet, and took off again. It was just one of those nights. And I've had my grandson all afternoon. So we've been down to the post office. I've picked up my fan mail. Thank you. I haven't opened it yet. Picked up the fan mail, popped in and talked to the local real estate agent, found a war memorial with steps on it, so up and down and up and down and up and down, because he's only just walking and is exploring further, and just generally had a lovely afternoon 4 hours later. Okay, so where do I start? Oh my goodness. What I might actually start with, I'm going to use the Golden Universal Tarot. Oh, and by the way, some spot cam down there. He's having a little snooze on his little rug down there. I should really move the rug back towards the wall so you guys can see him a bit better. But I'm going to use the Golden Universal Tarot, and I'm going to have a look at missing money. Now, we all know what is going on with the emails. Midas touched a brilliant breakdown in regards to the emails, so hop over onto the post section. Didn't cover all of them, but it covered enough of them to be very, very incriminating. And I keep saying that we're going to be shocked by what's come out. We're going to be shocked by who comes out, and also the depravity of what is actually revealed. So what was revealed in the emails is apparently just the tip of the iceberg, and what is actually included in the Epstein files is significantly quite horrific. So I'm just going to put that out there. Deep breaths, be aware but don't absorb, and just self-care during this time. Okay, entertainment only. Oh, that was another thing. An email had come out basically saying that between Bannon and Epps, planning the propaganda that they were going to take part in to smear Blasey Ford in regards to her testimony for Kavanaugh. He should not be there. I can't say it any stronger. He should not be there. Comey Barrett should not be there. It's just, oh gosh. Anyhow, what do I want to have a look at? So, Ketanji Brown Jackson, she copped some flack for this, but pushed back on the snap that had gone to SCOTUS to force a ruling in the lower courts. This is, I can't find any confirmation of this, but I have heard some rumours. So if you've got a confirmation, please send it to me. But apparently the lower court made a ruling in regards to SNAP that it had to be paid. And then there was information that came out that apparently the contingency fund, so I think that was about $7 billion or something, contingency fund, was empty. So empty. And these two popped out at me. Yeah, the orange twerp with his money all, hands all over it, and treason, betrayal. He's going to find himself, well, he's not going to find himself, but because he's going to be falling off the twig before he gets to face too much justice. But we've got here with the Three of Swords a potential heart event, but whoever is left behind is going to have to be held accountable. There was a third card there. What was the third card that I didn't see? Okay, might have been that one. I'm not sure. The Knight of Cups, if it's meant to come out again, it will. So yeah, apparently the SNAP money, the SNAP contingency funds, when the ruling was made in the lower court, they went to the larder and the larder was bare. So tell me about what happened to these contingency funds. And apparently the tariff money as well. I want to have a look at that because the Orange Twerp posted on Untruth Social that the tariff money was invested and not possible to be refunded. Oh yeah, tell us more. Invested where? Who? With whom? Anyhow, but I'm having a look at the SNAP contingency funds that are missing. What do we need to know about that? Okay, come on down. Right, we've got a royal decree by the higher authorities, perhaps some sort of ruling being made. This may find its way back up to the Supreme Court, or this may simply be the government. And I hate to say it because he's one of my favourite Star Trek captains, but making the royal decree of make it so. Your money is mine and my money is mine, and put it all into this bank account. Yep. I think there was some sort of order that came down the line. It wasn't an executive order. It wasn't a, you can guarantee the ballroom money's gone into private pockets as well. Money laundering, speaking of which, in Australia there was a massive syndicate that has been busted over the last 6 months called the Penthouse Laundering Syndicate, with tens of millions of dollars has been busted as well. So these money laundering syndicates, they do eventually unravel. Oh, and speaking of which, there's also information coming out in those emails saying that the Orange Twerp stole from the electricians union and used laundered casino monies to buy Mar-a-Lago. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Anyhow, so we've got this almost like a from the regime, some sort of order that came down. Now we've got the crossed keys here at the bottom there. Those that are involved are going to be key in explaining, with the please explain, where is it? There's going to be some sort of ruling that comes down. This is a female bringing forward a powerful message, inspirational female with her all-seeing cat and not putting up with the BS, sitting there seeing everything that's going on. So that's going to be the challenge. I think there might be a ruling in regards to this. Let's see where it goes. Yeah, please explain where the money went with the Page of Pentacles. We would like to hear. So this is the money has been diminished. Please explain where it is. This is the energy they're stewing in. Okay, in the past we've got the smug merchant sitting there, but you know, be careful what you wish for. thinking got away with it pretty much, crowning this reading. Yeah. Okay, so the money, instead of going to the people, being there as a contingency for SNAP, it's gone to the wealthy, gone up, the trickle up. The trickle up. It could also, I'd be interested to see if the Two of Pentacles comes out, because that's my overseas money laundering card. But yeah, I'd say it's gone to some higher ups, or should I say parasitic predators. Okay, immediate future, you've got the Knight of Swords here. Rash action, but also charging in with a harsh truth being brought forward. I don't think we've heard the end of this. Externally, you've got the manipulation. Internally, by the wealthy, the oligarchs, pretty much, let's dip into that money. Oh boy, this is also intergenerational money changing hands, so I would not be surprised if it's gone to, is it Liberty Finance? The Bitcoin. The Bitcoin or the crypto or whatever it is that Sniffy Jr. and Eric are running with. Oh, whose son? I can't remember, but he is in the cabinet and the finance, the treasury dude, his son. Okay. Hopes and fears. Woo-hoo-hoo. Legal action being brought. Really serious legal action being brought. Now, I don't think the twerp is going to live long enough to actually be brought to justice on any of that. He's going to be a blithering idiot after a stroke for a while. As if he's not a blithering idiot already, but and if you're a Trump supporter, this is not the channel for you. Don't bother leaving a comment, just move along. He's not going to, but it's not going to stop legal action being brought either against his estate, because I do see his assets like his golf courses, etc., being seized and sold. I hope then, I really think then Ivana is going to be dug up. They'll find out what's in the coffin and she'll be interred with decency down the track. But yeah, the hopes and fears, really, really serious legal action. Oh, the justice card. Yeah, justice being brought. Actions having consequences. This might be even a Supreme Court triggered investigation into the Emperor. And we know who the decaying Emperor is. And I don't know quite what it is that's going to trigger him to flee, but we've got the heading off overseas card here again. Okay. On the base, we've got the Queen of Pentacles internally again. My precious, polishing the pentacle. What's yours is yours and what's mine is mine as well. I think they're going to, those that sort of, I just think it's not going to end well for them, because then we've got the 10 of Wands and so we've got the 9 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, bruised and battered, back up against the wall, 10 of Wands, like chaotic ending, World card, ending card, and then we've got the Star. The Star, I keep thinking this is the best of, and I think this is going to be the best of the judicial system. Information is going to be brought forward about the money that is going to put a lot in their backward position. It may even cause the orange twerp to, I keep wondering what is it that's going to cause them to blow a foofy valve. It may even be this, the announcement of an investigation. But here we've got the emotional offer being made, but still being strung up, hidden agendas, Ace of Swords, Sun card, investigation, the orange twerp, and yeah, the information coming out big time with the Judgment card there. Some sort of ruling. We've got the stealing, we've got those that were involved with the Lovers card and the 10 of Swords, the foolishness of it, the plan that came to fruition, the orange twerp couldn't shut his mouth, and it's going to not end well for them with the death card. Yeah, this and the tariff money. I mean, he opened his mouth. If he hadn't opened his mouth and said, oh, it's been invested and therefore not available to be refunded if the Supreme Court rules against the tariffs, I think the Supreme Court's going to push the tariffs back to Congress now that Congress is open. Oh, Mikey has said that he's going to bring the Epstein files vote to the floor sooner rather than later, rather rapidly. He's saying it to make him look like a good guy, but that's because it has to go through the House, through the Senate, and then apparently it has to be signed off by the orange twerp. So, you know, there are many stages that it could stumble, be stopped from being released, but I don't underestimate the stuff that will be leaked out. Information coming out about those involved in this hideous activity. Okay, I'm going to have a quick look at the tariff money. So what happened to the tariff money? Again, if he hadn't said anything, stupid goose always tells on himself. If he hadn't said, oh, but if the Supreme Court says and the money's already been invested and therefore it's not possible to be refunded and to have to do so would be a national security event. Yeah, I think the money was supposed to be held by Treasury or somewhere along those lines. So please tell us where it is. The missing tariff money. Let's have a look. And it's not billions. I think it's about 800 million at the most or something is what it's been estimated at. Okay, those celebrating the circle of support, 3 of cups. Those in the inner circle, toasting each other. Speaking of which, join me for a sip. Oh, I need to put some more ice cubes in. That's still a little bit strong. Yeah, those in the inner sanctum. Look at all this money that's rolling in. It's 3 of cups. It's not a money card, but look at all this rolling in. The bounty. Okay, I'm drawn to the grapes at the top. The bounty of the harvest. And yep, I'd say they're all getting a piece of it. Okay. The challenge is, in regards to this money, is the verbal agreements that were made. Now, it's almost like someone emailed me and mentioned about the amount of money he must be socking away. Let me put it this way. We don't know who he owes for what, and it's not necessarily financial. It's not necessarily like a mortgage or a loan. He could be owing big time, being blackmailed pretty much, being blackmailed big time. He admitted that he had been borrowing heavily, or Eric might have done that, off the Russians. Russians want their money back as well. So I don't think he's got a lot at the end of the day. So these are the verbal agreements I think, to pay back loans. But let's see where it goes. A lot of emotions. And partnerships. So on the bottom, we've got the Ace of Cups. This is about an overwhelming emotion, a cleansing, but can be new partnerships at the bottom here. Okay, because I'm asking about the missing tariff money. New agreements, new partnerships with this bountiful unexpected bountiful harvest here. A lot of emotion, so I suspect he's not so much paying back loans, but paying back loans. And yeah, one of the emails that had come out was basically Epstein giving the dirt on the orange twerp via back channels to the Kremlin just prior to the Helsinki meeting back in 2019 or somewhere around then. That was the one where he came out looking like a whipped dog. So just never forget that. In the past, disappointment on what he had to offer. a refusal of what was on offer. All cups so far, so this is highly emotive energy here. So in the past, his offer, I think, was rejected. So he's had to create new. Oh, would not surprise me. Yep, secrets, hidden agendas, higher intentions here. Yeah, the hidden agenda. Not a pentacle yet. Okay. Right. The immediate future, the emotional awakening and the lunacy of it. There's going to be something that is revealed that is absolutely wild. And you've got the domestic dog here, which means civil accordance, behaving yourself civilly, stopping at the stop signs and paying your taxes and all the rest of it, sending your kids to school, versus the going berserkers. When this information comes out, I keep saying stay out of the way when the Republicans or the MAGAs find out about this, because they are not going to be happy. There is some wild secret that is going to be revealed here. And yes, there's going to be no $2,000 check. If any MAGAs say, oh, he's promised this, ask them where their $5,000 Doge check is. What did they spend that on? Secrets, hidden agendas, but being revealed. He's told on himself. Okay, we've got the best of the judicial system here. Oh, drawn to the bird in the background. I don't always see the bird in the background. Cawing loudly with its message saying, take notice, take notice, take notice. Internally, there is going to be fiery, volatile information that's brought forward in regards to this. There's not a single pentacle card yet. The Two of Swords and the hopes and fears. A decision has to be made about legally how to deal with this. What legal action needs to be taken? This is crossroads moment for the United States. Do you just let him get away with it, or do you actually do something? Right. The Queen of Wands here, the all-seeing cat, some sort of judicial ruling is what I'm feeling there. Some sort of announcement. The very first pentacle about where is that missing money. The delete, I'm just going to say deleted money, because that's the word they're giving me, deleted money. And there's that harsh truth card again. You've then got the Magician, and you've got the Eight of Swords. Those involved in the manipulation are going to find themselves legally held to account. And here's the planning behind the scenes with the money, the mercenary actions with the money. This could also just be information coming forward. And I know these cards are a lot that were the same in regards to the snap, but, they've chosen to come to the top again. Information about the money coming forward with that Knight of Pentacles, forcing, is it going to be the one that makes him pop his clogs? Because you've got the Knight of Cups coming forward as well. So 1, 2, 3 knights, and knights are powerful harbingers. All four knights are in play. All 4 knights are in play. Powerful harbingers of information. Pentacles are a more subdued type of questioning about information. So all 4 information being brought forward. Nightmare situation for the Emperor. And where did it go? 2 of Pentacles on the back foot, having to defend, and loss, disappointment, heartbreak. We the people, or it could be Biden, the Democrats, could be the Democrats. exposing and bringing the Tower moment and the Three of Swords. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Five of Pentacles and Wheel of Fortune never turns out well, because the Three of Wands and the Strength card, the Orange Twip, telling on himself. The plan that came to fruition, he can't help himself. He cannot help himself. It's like, you said, you posted what? And often they'll get retracted or deleted, the posts, but people have taken screenshots. And the Death card. The Death, the oligarchs being strung up. It just never. So yeah, I'm just going to put it out there. I think there's going to be an investigation of some sort, whether it's in Congress or whether it's a judicial investigation into where the monies went. Entertainment only, because I think you're going to find that for both of them, both Snap and the tariff money. And the silly fool told on himself like he always does. I think they're gone. Might be recovered if you're lucky. So let's see how it goes. Okay, love to you all. Take care. Bye-bye.